What is 2 zig? 2 zig haichakwanisi kutenga kana maput chaiwo chaiwo. Maput 2 zig haichakwanisi kutenga maput. So from 5,000 to 2 zig, how did that happen? From 5,000 to 2 zig. And he's not alone. If you were to ask me a year ago, moving to Zimbabwe, was it a good thing? Or moving to Zimbabwe, is it a good thing? My answer would be yes. But now, my answer would be maybe no. And I'll tell you why. And I'm going to give you 5 reasons why it is so difficult to live in Zimbabwe. And if you have been like me, a person who have lived most of his adult life outside Zimbabwe, I'll tell you the difficulty. And these are the 5 things that I've learned for this 1 year that I've been in Zimbabwe. First of all, don't invest in property without due diligence. This is one of the biggest disappointments in Zimbabwe. Don't invest in property, urban property, without due diligence. You are better off buying a property that has got all the council papers and everything, the title deeds, and you buy that property, knowing that you are buying straight from the owner. You are not buying through a middleman and all of that. Let the conveyancers and the lawyers come in for the cessation papers and the title deeds. But don't buy property stand from people whom you do not know that they own that place. It's very, very dangerous. It will be money that can go in the drain. Look what happened last week. So don't invest in property. That is the first thing that I would say. Don't invest in property where you have not done your due diligence. And in some cases, there can be misrepresentation of a person because you cannot tell that this property belongs to this person. And there are so many people who are crafting means and ways to fleece people of their hard-earned money. So coming to Zimbabwe and you say, I'm investing all of it into property because I know property pays or it appreciates, that is not the way to go. Please make, rigorous checks before you can release your money. Number 2, life can be hard in Zimbabwe. Life can be hard. Nobody is going to borrow you money. Nobody is going to give you any loan without them requiring collateral security. So if you have hit some setbacks, whether it is in your business, it is very hard for you to get a loan from somewhere unless you are giving them your car as collateral or you are giving them some of your goods as collateral. So in the end, in most cases, because the volatility of the Zimbabwean economy, sometimes you might actually end up losing your car to that loan that you were trying to resuscitate your business. So life can be hard. Talking of life can be hard, I want to tell you about Zimloan. Zimloan allows you to borrow money from them as little as $10, $20. So kana waita ka problem karongodoka mari, maybe uda kubhadharawo mari ye-school fees, uda wangoomerwawo zvinhu zvakaoma, get in touch with Zimloan. Use the link that is in the description to borrow money. If you are in Zimbabwe, you can use that link and you can borrow money starting from $10 and up to how much ever you want. And no paperwork, straight ipapo, within 5 minutes unenge watopiwa mari yako yatoiswa. And Zimloan is a registered microfinance group that allows you to borrow money. So get in touch with them, use the link that is in the description so that you can borrow money. So number 3, don't invest in a job. You come here, you invest. If you are here, you're already here. You are not coming from the diaspora, you're already here. This is what I want to tell you. Don't invest in a job. I tell you why you can't invest in a job. Probably a job in government, probably a job in municipality where you know it is a permanent job. Don't invest fully in that job because a lot of tectonic plates are moving, and in those moving of tectonic plates, you might end up losing your job. The political situation in Zimbabwe is always volatile and there is no job security in Zimbabwe. So don't invest fully kuti ndine kabasa kangu. kanogona kupera. And look at what happened to this man, whereby he was working for Chitungwiza Municipality and he was owed $5,000, and he was only told that because of the changes of the currencies, he's now getting 2 zig. What is 2 zig? 2 zig haichakwanisi kutenga kana maputi chaiwo chaiwo. Maputi 2 zig haichakwanisi kutenga maputi. So from 5,000 to 2 zig, how did that happen? From 5,000 to 2 zig. And he's not alone. A customer from Zimloan Life aka-investa mari, and this is what happened. The money is now devalued. So don't invest fully. Kind of invest in insurance and everything. My encouragement is don't. Unless if it is mandatory insurance like your third party and other stuff, yeah, do it. Because if you are not like that, then you're going to get in trouble. But don't invest in the money system in Zimbabwe. Mostly because, look even what happened with EcoSure. All these things. In South Africa, there is no such a thing whereby after paying a funeral and then you are told they can't cover you. They don't do that. But that is one thing. Don't invest fully in a job. Don't invest fully in schemes that are here. Rather, invest in properties that you are sure of, whereby you know you have been sold this, and this is right. The stand is legal. You have the title deeds of the land. Yeah, those are the things that you need to invest in, rather than investing in things, in people, where you know one day they might wake up and say, "Takaenda," or "Maria Jiwa," and all of that. Don't do that. And number 4, invest in farming. Farming is one of the most things that we hated growing up, including myself. We were saying, farming, we want to go into the city and look for jobs. And it is what every African dreams. They want to leave the village and they go and live the city life. But farming is one of the most paying jobs in the land. There are many ways of farming. You can invest in farming in watermelons, onions, cabbage. Invest in farming meat, which is your goat meat, your pig, your rabbits, your chicken, your layers. There are so many facets of farming that are in Zimbabwe. And as you know, that we chased a lot of white farmers, and that means there is a gap that needs to be filled of farming. And if we are not going to take up farming as a serious business in Zimbabwe, we are going to continue bemoaning that there are no jobs. But what we know is people in the town, or people who always want to eat. So investing in farming is a good business, because if you invest properly in farming, you are going to be reaping the returns for the next 5-10 years. And these are the returns that you get in farming. Whether you're investing in cattle farming, whether you're investing just go and study the business, learn it under someone, and you grow. That's how you grow in farming. Don't just go there. Or you can start from where you are. If you have got rural land, go and find things that you can. If you've got rural land and there is water table close by, invest in that small little plot. You can start farming onions. You can start farming bambaira. I've got a video that I did with Mr. Bambaira where you can learn how to do. He's doing it on a small 3-acre plot, and he's doing a lot of things there. You can invest in that and you can start farming. So there are so many facets of farming that you can invest in, and that for me is a way of you living. And also, when you invest in farming, don't be off the farm. Invest in farming and you are supposed to be there almost 24/7. Monitor it, or if you maybe have CCTV where you can be checking and seeing what people are doing. But farming in Zimbabwe, it needs much hands-on. You need to be there to monitor everything that is happening there, because unorimira makudo. Then the last thing that I need to stress, it sounds like a cliche, but this is reality. Never give up. I know it is very, very tough and difficult, you would want to stay in the comfort zone of saying I failed, and let me move to the comfort zone of maybe going back to UK or going back to South Africa or what. But I want to tell you that if you don't give up in Zimbabwe, things will come back. Things will work out. There is a way that will, you always find ways in the middle of crisis. And if you know that life, we face challenges, and if we are not going to face challenges, we're not going to grow. So don't give up if you come here. Don't come with an option for plan B. Come and say, I'm fully invested in this place, but I'm going to do my due diligence before I invest. Let me invest in something that I know that it's going to reap rewards. But also, there are no guarantees in everything that you do. There's no guarantee anyway. You might get into farming and hailstorm hits you. Who are you going to blame? Are you going to blame the government? You might come and invest and something happens with your power grid or your power system that you are using. Maybe a solar system investor in, they blow up and you don't have power. Now you have to find money. Are you going to just give up and say, I'm going to go back to UK? These are some of uncertainties. A place can be hit by lightning, and these are some of the things, like you saw there's a farmer who lost so many cattle to lightning. These are some of the things that happens. Life is unpredictable, but don't give up. You come here, you come with your all, and you say, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on doing, and finally, things will pay off. But maybe giving up is your option. But personally, giving up is not an option. Of course, there were many times that I almost gave up, but I'm still here, and I'm still invested with my heart to Zimbabwe. And I'll tell you many things that I'm doing in the background. And to those that want to partner with JCTV Africa, please get in touch with us so that we can grow. The year that we are coming to, which is 2025, it's a year of growth. JCTV Africa must get into many places. There are so many stories that we need to cover. We need to reach many people, and that is our goal. We want to triple the number that we have right now of subscribers. We want to triple the audience. We want to, even if to quadruple or to go 10 times, it's possible. And I am so excited about what we want to do in this coming year. So be part of that journey, be a partner, and what you get advertising. You also get a free YouTube masterclass. So